Hello and welcome back to another episode of On Campus. I'm your host Jaden Smith here with my very special guest Isaiah Recendiz. How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing great, brother. How you doing?
Oh man, it's another day. I'm having fun. Now I want to ask you. You joined this sports broadcasting class. What made you join it first?
Well, here at Solano, I'm a film and television major, and it was actually a class replacement. I forgot what class it was, and when I first signed up for the class, I wasn't really quite sure what it was. I didn't know we had a broadcast team here at Solano. I didn't know we went to the games. We go to football games for the high school, and we broadcast, and we actually have announcers. We got cameras, and it's like a whole thing, like ESPN. It's crazy, and I was a little skeptical at first because I wasn't sure if I had to get in the booth, and I don't want to get in the booth because I kind of have a loud mouth and I talk a lot and I talk a lot of bad things. So that's the last thing I want to do. But I found out I could be a cameraman, and being a film and television major, cinematography is like one of the things I want to learn more about. And being behind the camera, it helped a lot, honestly.
That's great. So, especially being behind the camera, you're working a lot with different equipment around here in the studio. You're doing a lot of stuff with like different tripods and biopods. What's that experience like?
It's honestly, it's not as hard as I thought it was, and it is pretty insightful, and it makes honestly filming a lot easier. Like I've shot a couple short films recently. I got to actually shoot a short film this week for my film or cinema 16 class, and honestly, without this class, it would make everything 10 times harder. This class has shown me so many things and so many paths, and I'm just super grateful to be on the team.
That's great. That's great. So you are in a bunch of different episodes of On Campus, namely the movie episode. What's another episode that you want to do,
That I want to do,
or one that you just it's not like you're just like fighting to do, like
I want to do a food one.
a food.
I want
okay.
to I want to debate with Drew and tell him that he's wrong about everything he has to say. That guy gets on my nerves.
He gets on my nerves too. Drew, I know you're watching this. Pacers suck.
Yeah.
Now, what actually brought you to Solano?
So I was a COVID graduate. I graduated in 2021,
Okay.
and I had really good grades in high school. I had a 4.1 GPA. I was the senior vice president in ASB, and I could have honestly went to a 4-year if I really wanted to,
Nice.
but I never thought college was my thing. I used to do commercial flooring at 15 years old, which is where I used to tear carpet. I thought I was going to be doing a trade, but I decided to go to community college. It's cheap, and it was also free because I was a COVID graduate.
That's true.
And ever since then, I've just been working on my AA, just figuring out life. Because honestly, a 4 year is very intimidating to me, especially being at my youth. No one knows what they're doing.
Exactly.
So I'm taking the same classes as people at the 4 year, getting my AA way cheaper, and I'm having fun in life.
That's great. That's one things I do love about Solano.
Mhm.
There's a lot of secret stuff here and there that you wouldn't really expect to have at an actual university.
Yeah, and Solano is probably one of the best community colleges that I've heard around. Like, we got this broadcast
Exactly.
class where Pop always mentions that there's no other community college doing this, and we're doing it better than a lot of other UCs and states. And even the film and television major, like, that's crazy. We got nursing programs. This community college is actually great, and it showed me a lot of opportunities.
I love that. Now, I want to ask you, what is your actual plan after Solano? Because I know you're in film and television. What do you plan on leading to after this?
It's very up in the air. I've been a very gung-ho kind of guy, and I've been living my youth. I've been trying to travel a lot. I've been having a lot of fun, and as long I've always been, if you're not doing what you love in your life, then like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
So if I can keep with the film and television, that's great. Right now I'm a server, and I love doing that. But the plan is to hopefully keep on doing that and somehow make that a career. But if it doesn't work out, I got some other things lined up. But that's the hope.
That's great. Now, what's one memory from the sports broadcasting class that you will never forget?
It's goddamn allergies during baseball season. Oh my god, you guys should see me how I am. I am literally like crying. I can't open my eyes. If you have allergies, make sure you take like the allergy medication before going to baseball games.
Yes, bro. Yeah.
It's the worst here. It's the worst. But I think the most fun I've had is doing these shows, like the baseball one, or not the baseball one, but the basketball one was really fun. The movie one was a great time for me, 'cause of course I love movies. I love the people who are in this class. That's, I think, the best part about it.
Honestly, I thought you were going to say arguing with Drew in the back room.
Oh, I'm yelling at him.
Comedy.
I'm yelling at him.
Because, Drew has the worst takes in human history. He never knows what he's talking about.
I don't know, your Charles Barkley goes.
Whoa.
It's pretty bad.
Charles Barkley is the GOAT, man.
Okay. Save it for the next show.
This is another show. But I do want to say, what's one thing you want to say to people who want to join the sports broadcasting class?
Just do it. I mean, there's a role for everyone. I'm also an editor here on this team. I edit the intros for baseball, basketball, and football. Camera work, it's easy, but it teaches you a lot. Announcing is really fun. I did 1 inning, and it was a lot of fun. We got great people. We got Holden Beers. We got Drew Kirby doing announcing, and they do a great job. And I feel like there's just a job for everyone to do here, and it's just good experience, and it teaches you a lot.
I love that. Well, I'm glad I was able to finally get to sit down. I know we missed out on another one we shot weeks and weeks ago. I honestly think it was our best show.
Yeah, I love flirting with you. Don't get nervous.
All right. We'll save it for the next time.
Okay.
But I'm glad I was actually able to have this sit down talk with you. And thank you everyone for watching. I'm your host, Jaeden Smith, here with Isaiah Recendiz, and we'll see you next time.
The exponential growth from the program from my first year to my third year now, that's what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited and just like fulfills me as a person.
It's so impressive, and we every time we walk in here, you guys are doing something different. It's great. It's
nothing but opportunities here, and we have sports to cover, we have the equipment.
Because the more ambitious you are, the more opportunities you'll have.
On-the-job training is huge.
Get the hands-on experience.
When someone asks who can do it, you can raise your hand and say, I can do it. So
joining the class was the best decision I ever made.
Stand by, we're going to go to cut one. And cut one. Cross court to Audrey Jones. Audrey for 3! It is good! With 1.3 seconds left on the game clock, Audrey Jones with one of the biggest shots ever.
the sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.